I went down the music road before in the past when I was about 15 years old and decided that it wasn't the kind of music that I wanted to do, but I said if I ever was going to do music again, then I would do country music. So to have my everyday job, you know, being an actor, combined with getting to sing, especially country music, is really fun. It's really thrilling. And especially to get to play the villain. I feel like I've been stuck in I love cheerleading outfits, by the way. I love cheerleaders. But, you know, definitely after Heroes, after playing a character like that for so long, you get typecast and pigeonholed sometimes. And to get to play a kind of edgy character who has a lot of different sides to her personality, which you'll find out all about. Get the villainish character.
For sure.
Ish.
Can't wait. Questions for Hayden? Great.
Hey Hayden. Having grown up in Hollywood pretty much your entire life, I imagine you've spent a lot of time with young Hollywood characters like you're portraying in Nashville. Did you model the villainous young Hollywood actress after anyone in particular, without giving names, I'm sure?
You know, I never like to really, unless it's a specific person that I'm portraying or somebody who actually existed. I don't love doing the, you know, modeling any of the roles after somebody in particular. I feel like within roles you constantly are digging within yourself and finding things that that you can relate to in your past and your history. And I've seen this business. I've known this business for my entire life, and I've known what its light sides are and what its dark sides are, and the doors that are constantly open to you. And if anything, I've always understood why people in this industry are the way they are. Not everyone, of course, but you realize with the way that other people treat them and how their life goes, that you can understand why they are sometimes vicious and impatient and not nice to people. And I don't think there's ever an excuse for not being nice to somebody. But you see it, you understand it, you see constantly from the outside of what people constantly want from these people. They're constantly, you know, can I have, can I have, can I have? And at some point you have to be able to put yourself before that and give yourself a break. But it's understandable. I don't agree with it, but it's understandable. And she definitely embodies that. But you see that in the character. You see that in the scene. I don't know, you guys saw the pilot or just the... Okay, well, you realize that you love to hate her in the beginning, and then you realize that she's from Alabama Trailer Park, and she didn't know, she was a girl who didn't know whether her mother was going to come home that night, whether she was going to eat that night. And this was her escape, and she has this void inside of her. Her mother's she's a drug addict, and she calls up for money, you know, can I have $15? And you see it break her down. Juliet, my character, break down inside, and you realize where she comes from, where that behavior comes from, and that void is filled by men and by being up on stage and her fans. But as soon as she's off stage, then it opens up again.
Great show, really enjoyed the pilot. There's lots of different elements in the show. We have the country music, we have relationships, we have drama, we have politics. Which of these elements do you think people are really going to respond to, or is it going to be all of them?
Well, I like to think that because of all those different elements, it'll bring in a really diverse group of people. It gives a little bit for everyone. You don't have to be just into country music. You don't have to be just into politics. You don't have to just be into, you know, drama. It's all combined in this show, and hopefully that'll just bring in an assortment of different people, different viewers. It definitely is something that younger people will like, and it's something that older people will like. So it's really all over the map there.
And are you a fan of country music yourself?
I'm a huge fan of country music. Huge fan. I'm from New York, so people look at me kind of inquisitively whenever I say I like country music. They're like, New York, really? But my dad's mom, so my grandma on my dad's side's from Corpus Christi, Texas, and my mom's from Louisville, Kentucky. So I have the country gene.
What role will musical performances play on the show in between everyone's storylines?
You know, I think it will play a large role, the musical aspect of it, especially for me and for, I'm sure, Connie, and for a lot of the characters. A lot of the characters, it's all based around music, and my character is such a in the spotlight at the moment character that I can't imagine that they wouldn't continue that on stage performance thing, which is good because I need to get over my stage fright. I have terrible stage fright.